It's Sloanie and Tracy on 700 WLW, where you're 15 minutes away from the 5 o'clock news. And the good news is, again, Wall Street, about 3:30, the markets were flat. Right before that, they were down. One of the biggest rallies, probably the biggest Tracy ever remembered in his illustrious brokering career.
I mean, it was a shot up
29
points in the last 20 minutes of trading.
So it's a good day. It's an even better day in here because, Trace, Rebel Yell, we won a major award, and sitting on the table next to the leg lamp is the editor of Cincy Magazine, Eric Harmon. Eric, welcome to the show. Hi.
Hey, guys. It's an honor to be on. Thank you.
What does Tracy Jones get now that he radio personality of the year? What does Tracy get?
You know, that's a very good question, Tracy. The plaques aren't yet made, so I couldn't have brought it today, but I will be able to. But I was going to ask you the same question because, you know, like Joey Votto has won an award in the best of Cincy, and that's no surprise.
Right.
If he wins the MVP, you'd assume that he gets something in his contract.
Correct.
That gives
There's
him
some sort of,
something.
Yeah.
Right. So what's in your contract?
Do you have anything in your contract?
I don't think Tracy has anything in his contract. I know he has a ratings
That's a really
bonus.
good idea.
But
hey, shut up a second, Tracy. Eric and I are working some business here. So in my next contract, if I get to put in, if I win the Best of Cincinnati award, I get a little something for that. How about this? I got an idea. Why don't we do this? I'll set that up in the next contract for me, and then I'll you can fix it so I win, and I'll whack it up with you. How about that?
Well, there's two parts to this Best of Cincy. There's the reader's picks and the editor's picks. So you are definitely in the general audience reader's picks. So you're talking to your audience right now.
Who did I beat out? Who did Tracy beat out?
We beat out.
And that's what we have here. It's best radio personalities.
Scott Sloan and that's it. Scott Sloan and the other guy take to the air weekdays on 700 WLW to banter about current events in daily life. Love them or hate them, they are larger-than-life personalities. And there's a picture of us there on page 48 of this month's Cincy Magazine. And I would point out, just based on the picture size, we're half as popular as Joey Votto, but 4 times better than Sherry Palello.
Well, I don't know about looks in that category, but I think the picture definitely does you guys justice, I think.
Yeah, how stupid are you guys making our picture of me and Tracy that big and making Cherie Palello that small? That's just a bad move on your part.
Well, you know, Cherie is a fan of the magazine, and she wins a lot of awards with us. So we figured, this being your first shot, this would be a
Who finished second?
You know, that's a good question.
It's a great question.
That's why we're asking.
This was not a drop-down menu. This was a fill-out form by our readers.
So you actually had to type our names in.
You had to type the names in, and everybody spent on average about 7 minutes with all their voting. So I don't have number 2, but I do have to point out that the best sports bar is Willie's. So he was included somewhere in the mix this year.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of fading.
But he didn't get radio personality of the year.
No.
And this was, and we'd like to point out, too, that we didn't, like most of the radio shows are probably, come vote for us, kind of, because it's good for you guys, but we really didn't.
Yeah, because I got to be honest with you, I really don't give a rat's ass, because I've got so many awards when I played baseball that I don't even know where I'd stick you if you gave me a plaque or a trophy.
Well,
I only care about money. If it's money, I care. But
there are some,
you know what, actually, Trace, bend over, I'll show you where to stick it.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
You know, we're having a party. Do you want to come?
I'd love to.
Yeah, Marty Brenneman's having a party for us.
Seriously.
Yeah. Would you like to come?
When is that?
I would love to come.
Tonight.
Would you? Tonight.
Yeah.
Can you make it?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going and Paulie's going.
What time is the? Did you ever get back to Marty?
I'll tell you what, Eric. I'll talk to you when we're during commercial time. Yeah.
What time's the party?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good, Eric. You don't have to bring anything. You got a date? Are you married?
I am married, but she's home.
Yeah, go ahead and bring your wife.
She's home on maternity leave. So
okay, come say. There's going to be strippers there. Yeah, just.
So I shouldn't bring Michelle. Should I bring like a growler or stop by Kroger, get some fried chicken?
Sloanie, I told you that I'll text you what you need to bring to the party.
Yeah, but I want to come to the party. Am I invited to the party?
What else you got in there? Who else? What else?
You know, there's generally all the favorites that you would assume to be true. You know, your Skylines, your Graders. The best Bengals player is one yet to be signed, and Dhani Jones.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Did he win that for his on-the-field play or because of his TV and his media presence?
You know, it's a popularity contest, and for that, we give him kudos because he's out in the community. He has that nonprofit. He's a guy in his mid-20s that you got to give him a lot of credit. If we think back when we were in our 20s, what were we doing? He's out, and it's the off season working on behalf of his charity. So
yeah, who cares about it? What do people like about Tracy Jones?
That's a good question. I got to say that obviously you get a lot of listeners. Mm-hmm. So there's
how many? Do we get like 1 million votes? I mean, what was the gap between 1 and 2? Do you know?
I don't know that, but in terms of where we have our winners, there's a definite separation.
There's a huge gap there. Okay, good.
Right.
So we absolutely destroyed Doc Thompson, Gary Jeff Walker, Bill Cunningham, Jim Scott.
I got to tell you, those are all personalities and they've got talent. So
who's your favorite?
My personal one would
do you think we deserve more money?
The folks, I do think you deserve money. I'll skip the last question, but
spit it out, Eric.
Yeah, get
I
to
like
the point
Bill,
here.
and I like,
but not as much as us.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is in terms of what you guys put on. I don't know of a better opportunity in driving from point A to point B in a sales call at 4 o'clock and turn you guys on and have some fun.
Just being serious, how funny is Sloanie? I mean, can I be serious? See, you can't handle a compliment. When I compliment you, you have trouble with that.
Then
how funny is Sloanie?
Okay, well then why am I not invited to the party tonight?
Because I really don't like you.
Traffic and weather together. Here's Brian.
South 75 is slow from Ezra Charles to the bridge where there's an accident that has the left lane blocked. Northbound, you've got an extra 5 or 10 minutes between Mitchell and Paddock. 71 northbound slows off and on from Ridge up to Pfeiffer. 471 southbound, that's slow from Grand to 275. An accident at Madison and Ridge, a crash with injuries westbound on 32 at Beechwood Road, and a wreck at West Liberty and Lynn. Brian Pitts with traffic, 700 WLW.
And your forecast now from Fox 19. Chance of a shower, although right now it doesn't really look like it, Clear sky, 65 tonight, maybe a little breeze. Then tomorrow, a lot less humidity. 82, only the high under partly cloudy skies. Sunny, 81 on Thursday. 85 right now with Sloanie and Tracy, where you're 8 minutes away from a news update. And then coming up at 5:10 today, campus police officers tase a guy at UC. Is that just the fact that these are rent-a-cops and not real cops, or did the guy have it coming? We'll get into the story coming up at 5:10 this afternoon on 700 WLW. Sloanie and Tracy, 700 WLW, the most popular show in Cincinnati, is voted by the readers of Cincy Magazine. And this isn't this isn't a schlop. This is the business professionals magazine too. These are the movers and shakers, Tracy. These aren't the people I hang around with. Actually, these aren't the people you hang around with either, so I don't know why the hell they listen. In studio is Eric Harmon from Cincy Magazine. Some of the other stuff in here, Eric, I see that Best Beer Garden is Hofbrauhaus. Over there where Tracy's. You've been there many times?
Many a times.
The best annual event, Oktoberfest Cincinnati, not the Hamilton County Fair. Are you surprised by that?
No, but I tell you what, that I heard you guys talking about it. It'd be interesting to know. We live in Wyoming. Mm-hmm. We're concerned. We're interested to find out what's going on with that.
Yeah. But if you get 6,500 people and the land is worth $4 million, I mean, you're a business guy. You follow the problems with the con with cash flow. You got to start looking at that as an asset. Going, if we can get some money for this thing, that's going to help out.
That's right. We just don't want a sewer to be there.
Right, that's probably true.
Eric, I like Best Breakfast, First Watch. That's a good place. A lot of people don't know about First Watch.
That's right. It's a hangout. Generally, now you have to tell people which First Watch you're going to, because there's in Montgomery and Northern Kentucky. Yep. It is sometimes hard to find a good breakfast, and they're always cooking up something good.
Yeah, best cocktail and dessert are Tony's up where I am there in near Sims Township. The best place to dock a boat, JB Finn's. Best place to take a dump in Ohio River, the Ludlow Yacht Club. Pretty good.
I think that's been rectified. So,
yeah, well, they should have. What about best romantic restaurant? Jeff Ruby's The Precinct. See, I think the tables are too close there.
It's fascinating. I've heard a lot of comments after this, and it sounds like there might need to be a revote.
Well, tell Sloanie how the place is, because he's never been to a high-end steak place. The Precinct.
That's Jeff Ruby's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What's wrong with Golden Corral? I know everybody's down on that.
You have young kids, right?
Yeah. Well, teenagers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to go to the trough when you have young kids because you have about 30 minutes to get out there.
Tracy has all this money. I mean, you guys are business people. I just, I work with my hands for a living when I'm not on the radio. I'm not taking what is that? Isn't it like $30 a steak or something ridiculous?
No, but you know what? They do a nice job. You get the Freddy salad there.
Yeah, I like the Freddy salad.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And you give them the heads up that we're going to have something nice. We're either having an anniversary or a birthday, and then they come with a little dessert. Right. And yeah, it's not cheap, but at the same time, you feel good that they've appreciated you.
Yeah,
don't you like the seafood bar?
Oh, for
something
God's
like that.
sake, does it ever end with you guys and all the money? I lost about $300 in my investments yesterday in the markets. I'm tapped out. God.
Well, I tell you what.
More fat cats. I'm surrounded by fat cats.
The restaurants need you to go out to eat. That's
What's wrong with White Castle? White Castle's good.
Yeah, I guess they're from Ohio, right?
They're not here. All right, Eric, thanks again. I appreciate it. Thanks for the honor. It really is nice that people voted for us and selected us the best radio show in the tri-state.
Thank you. You guys keep it up.
Thank you. Tracy says thank you.
I'll tell you during the break. Home of the Red, 700 WLW Cincinnati.